at the 1% Show. It's your three guys, your host. I'm Josh Crockett. I play receiver. And you got my guys right here alongside with me.
Hey, man, my name is Jordan Smallwood. I play receiver. It's my homeboy right here.
Chris Turner, I play corner.
And this is the 1% Show, man. This is the
Welcome.
show.
Welcome.
Welcome on to the clap. Hey, man, appreciate you guys having us, man. We going to have this big old talk. We're going to talk about everything from the 1% to the time on the field, off the field, and everything. What the show is about is basically talking about the real life, man. You're going to have some issues and situations that a lot of people don't talk about, man. This is the 1%, people that make it to the league, the people that don't make it to the league. And what's the issues and what's going to happen, you know, and how can you work through it, right?
It's the structures of like how you can build on like more your mentality of things, like how you gonna carry yourself, you know, especially in times like COVID. Like what's your mentality? You know, you gotta stay focused. You know, you gotta keep interacting with everybody. You know, keep staying on top of your things that you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know, so you can still get that opportunity to be successful for sure, and you know, and make it to that 1% if you haven't already made it.
And one thing I would say, man, first of all, shout out to Puma, man. Puma got me looking nice,
Thank you.
fresh. Puma got my boys looking nice,
Give
man.
me a swaggy Puma.
Swaggy. But look, seriously though, the topic today is opportunity. You know, one thing that I wanted to talk about is the opportunity of a lifetime, man. For us, we had the opportunity of a lifetime to sign NFL contracts, and we did. And now we want to share like the other side of it, you know, the ups and downs from that opportunity as well. But we still have opportunities to play. We still gonna keep fighting, man. We still helping people out through this COVID situation and everything. But we're gonna make it through. But the topic today is opportunity, man. Why are we talking about opportunity? We want to say, man, first, we are excited, you know, to help somebody in the long run, which is, you know, somebody that's looking up to us. Kid, adult, fans, family, right?
And
We have some more kids out there that's looking up to us, that's scared to come up and tell us. Nervous to tell us, man. So let's never lose watching. So that's why.
Sure.
That's why the show it's gonna be good.
Yeah, man. So starting off, I'll start this thing off, man, with the opportunity, man. Coming out of high school, went to the University of Oklahoma. Shout out Boomer Sooner, man. That's my school, man. I love you guys. Had the opportunity to play in the NFL. Went undrafted, but in that situation of being undrafted, the Kansas City Chiefs, which is right back here, Kansas City Chiefs gave me an opportunity to come out and, you know, showcase my skill sets, and I was able to sign with them after a tryout type basis. And it was something that was special to me because I knew from that moment that I had an opportunity to play in the NFL. I had an opportunity to showcase my skill sets, and they gave me that ability to. And I was so grateful for that opportunity. And I was thankful for it because that's when I met my dog, Josh. And we met together at the same time. He was at the Chiefs as well. And we clicked, man. We stayed together. We've known each other since the 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 8th grade. So we've been on each other. And we had this opportunity to come out and showcase our skills with the Chiefs, man. And it's been a blessing. And has it always been perfect? No, it's never been perfect. But with that opportunity, we knew, okay, it's going to open doors for other places, other teams. And we wanted to showcase that. I know he's going to talk some more about it.
Yeah, man. I'm Josh Crockett, you know, so I came out of Central Oklahoma, you know, Blues Up, Rochos, to all the people that tuned in. Yeah, so, you know, I went undrafted as well, you know, had the opportunity to play for a great university as well, you know, finish some, you know, getting some good stats there, and then had the opportunity to go undrafted as well. My story just happened to be a little different, you know, just thinking like, you know, going to an all-star game in January, you know, and then getting all this hype, and then, you know, it not falling through like it was, like, you know, it made me think that my opportunity was done.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case, you know, things ended up working out for the best. Chiefs called, gave me an opportunity, you know, on the last week of their veteran OTA. So I only had to capitalize. I only had 3 days.
Not to cut you off, man, but like, tell me a quick question of how did you keep it, like, your mindset going, thinking that you were doing? Like, what kept you going?
Man.
What kept you
Really just, you know, had close friends and family. You know, I had a real good support system. And then also along with, you know, just staying focused, you know, trying to trust the process because, you know, going to college, you work so hard and so long for it. And then, you know, you're like, oh man, this can't be. Yeah, for some guys it is, but you know, sometimes it's who you know, not what you know. So, you know, meeting the correct people has been very beneficial to me because, you know, that's one thing it took for me to get to where I am today, and then how to get to the Chiefs is, you know, and hard work. You know, let the hard work for you. You know, you always see it on socials that we're always grinding and stuff like that. So, you know, paid off just by ended up, you know, keeping my faith in God.
Yeah.
praying at first, and just trusting that hey, it's gonna happen. You can't rush everything. You didn't rush to get to college, so you can't rush it to get to the NFL, but you can only just trust there's a time that's gonna come.
I think same thing with me, man. I think family was a big thing for me. I truly knew, okay, the only way I'm gonna get through this is family, man. The times I was going through college and I was trying to figure out, man, how am I gonna get this opportunity? I got hurt, I got banged up. What's the next step? And my family kept me close, man. We stayed together, we stayed working, we stayed praying. And at the end of the day, man, I had that chance to showcase, like I said, my skill sets and what I can do on that field. And, man, I thank God, man. It was only God that got me through this one. And I can't say it enough, man. God, man with the plan right there, he got me through a lot of things.
That's why I'm most thankful for my opportunities. When I had the opportunity to go to the Redskins camp, it was
Washington football team.
Yeah, Washington football team. That Redskins won.
Washington football team camp, bro. It was a blessing, man. It felt unreal for me, for someone coming from where I came from and going through the things I've been through, to have a chance to showcase my talents.
Yeah.
On a professional level, the highest level, man. It was a blessing. It was a blessing, man. I didn't take it for granted. I just wish it could have. Ended it.
One thing I know is that it brought us closer.
Definitely.
I can truly say that. Yeah, with this opportunity, man, that we had, it was a blessing. And the times that we don't have the opportunities, man, we got closer with just other athletes, and that's how we got closer. Man. That's how I feel like our bond got better. We from the jump, man. We knew each other for about a year. I knew you seemed like the 8th grade, like I said. So we all clicked, right?
Yeah. We all got the same goal. We all got the same mindset.
Same mindset.
What's the opportunity? What's the mindset of you guys' opportunity now that we're in COVID? We're seeing all these guys opt out. We're just seeing that The Rock just bought the XFL back. Coming from Jordan and I being former XFL players as well. And Chris, you have an opportunity now to actually get your chance to play in the XFL. When it comes back. What's you guys' mentality on that? Because I know mine is a little. We all got the same, but it's a little different. Okay.
My mentality is staying ready. Making sure I'm ready when they call me. I gotta make sure I'm ready. If I'm not ready and they call me, and how that looks on me. So that's my mentality, man. No matter what, you never know when that call is going to come. You never know when that person is going to go down or opt out and things like that. So that's how I look at it, man. I'm always just staying ready, so I don't have to be ready. So I don't have to get ready.
I think piggybacking off of you, man. I think coming from the XFL, we did the NFL. Coming from the XFL, we knew the mindset of it. We knew the mindset of what we needed to do, how we needed to attack the XFL. We did attack it full speed. And now we had the COVID situation happen, so that kind of bummed us out a little bit. Yeah. But now the opportunity's coming back. Shout out to The Rock, man. Thank you, Rock, man, for just having this opportunity for us boys to come back out there. Yeah, people's champ. Yeah, people's champ. But we had the opportunity to come back now. And now it's just like, okay, now guys like Chris, guys like us that can showcase our skill set and play the game that we love to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Opportunity is going to be real big.
How's your mindset in this whole
pandemic right now? Just that dog mentality. Yeah. Like we were just really getting started in the XFL. We're only 5 weeks in out of 10, so
getting our feet wet. Woo!
Yeah. So we were all here in Dallas. We were making a lot of changes. We just got rid of the OC. We're making changes. So and they were in a positive manner. So we really were looking forward to going to DC in week 6. Getting it started off on the right foot. We had set that mindset of going. It's a new season. Yeah. Let's try to go on 5 Main Street. So just gotta make that dog mentality. Like still being, feeling the underdog. Like I still got a lot to prove. It's a lot of work. But I'm not done yet. It's overall and I got goals. So seeing the bigger picture of things, COVID really focused on the mentality and my faith and growing spiritually, mentally, and physically. That's what you had to capitalize on this COVID situation. And if you didn't do that, then man, you definitely fell behind. You
fell far behind. That's what I was saying.
And it's gonna show when you get to that situation. So
you want to do the first question or the first question?
All right,
that's the first question now.
So what was the mindset you adopted for yourself to maximize each opportunity you had as an athlete? Okay. Man, For sure, just taking care of my family.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Each opportunity, reach one, teach one. I love kids. I love working with kids with autism, Down syndrome, stuff like that. So, working on starting my own foundation. As an athlete, just get my name out there. Showing people I really give back to the community. This community is a huge thing. You know, and really just showing people that everyone deserves to be loved, no matter what shape, form, fashion, or where you're from, color. You know,
Everybody deserves love.
right. And so maximizing each opportunity, especially when I meet someone that's their stature or their status is high class.
Yeah.
I want to be like, hey, you surround yourself with those kind of people because they motivate you to keep going and going and reach your potential.
You definitely got to surround yourself around people.
Exactly, because you want people that see the full potential in you. So, maximizing each opportunity that I've had as an athlete has been phenomenal, man. I wouldn't take being an athlete for nothing, especially being from high school, going from college. It's God's brought me a long way just through my athletic ability. So now being the person that I am, trying to be genuine, be a genuine human being, and give back. And try to give others opportunities that I didn't have. Because, growing up, we didn't have all the training and stuff right off the bat. We was playing each other in the backyard, in the street.
My first team was milk. Where's the milk?
I drink water from the green water.
Yeah.
The green hose outside of the house. So it's just like that, man. But different mentality, just keeping the focus, man. The opportunities are steady arising. The more I, keep my faith. Keep praying to God, and so I just continue every day to maximize it. Working with kids every day. Training them, getting them rocks and getting them stuff I didn't know, and still learning in the process things that I know. So it's just been very beneficial. I can't be grateful.
One thing I know from maximum opportunity, man, was just knowing that it opened a lot of doors for me. Just being an athlete opened so many doors. There's times where I told myself, all right, my next career, when I get done playing football, I want to be a personal trainer. I want to be able to help kids. I want to help people that are athletes and not athletes. And just having that opportunity, the name alone, I play this, I do this, it opened so many doors for me to just work with kids and work with people. You guys just joined my group, my team, and you guys are helping me out along the way. And with this whole COVID situation, it kind of brought everybody in that, like, okay, what's the next step? If sports don't happen, what are we going to do? And so that brought us closer. I think that really made us sit down and say, okay, let's think about what is things that we can work on. I know I love the passion of helping people, training people. You do things with coaching as well, man. You do things as well as coaching. So we all kind of brought our mindset together. And we knew, okay, the next phase that we're going to do after football, we already got it in motion. We already got it set up. And then when we get back into football, we still got it in motion and set up. So it's not like we're going to fall off and fall behind, right? So that opportunity that I wanted to maximize with my gift of football, it actually helped me on my next career, my next career path.
I think COVID with the opportunities and everything, this right here is helping me, helping me with my faith.
Yeah.
It's helping me with my faith, and it's helping me understand everything, understand who I believe in and everything like that. So
yeah,
it's just it's amazing. This COVID thing is making me make sure that I understand who I follow.
Right. Man, all right, I'm gonna get the next question.
Okay.
Woo! Let's see. What has been some of your challenges as an athlete, and how did you overcome them? I think for me, my biggest challenges was the time I was injured. The times I was
no doubt.
banged up, and I told myself, I am not playing football anymore. You know what I mean? But I think after my second injury, I had one Liz Frank, rarest injury you can get on the foot. Barely happens. You barely hear from it. Had that my freshman year, redshirted, and I was telling myself, all right, man, it happened. I'm gonna bounce back. I'm gonna be stronger. Use this redshirt year, and time was good. A year I played, it was good. And then the third year, my redshirt year, got hurt ACL. And it was just like, no, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing this. I don't want to keep playing this game. But my family's mindset, how we did things, we always attacked it head on. Head strong. We didn't give up. We prayed about it. We went after it. You know what I mean? So I think those things pushed me forward to keep playing football. And I'm glad I'm playing football. I'm glad I'm still doing the thing I love to do. And I think that right there was one of the biggest challenges for me mentally as an athlete was to overcome that.
I'd have to say probably losing my grandpa. Yeah, my biggest thing is athlete, especially being the year that I leave college.
Mm.
You know, couple days before the draft. You know, so it's like, man, that was really what made me think if I wanted to keep playing ball. That I really want to go pro. That I really love the game. Um, and you know, I asked just about my grandpa, like, yeah, I do love the game because he's the one that put it in. You know, bestowed it into me at the age 2, watching the Sooners play. You know, and then just steady continuing with it, working with me, and I just thought about all the memories, you know, really wanted. So, you know, that's when I had my toughest time of overcoming if I wanted to be an athlete. I tore my labrum, you know, I've had knee surgery, I tore my meniscus and that, so, you know, but that was a more difficult task than overcoming surgery.
We talked on the phone about that.
Yeah.
I remember we had a talk, man. That was
So that was, so I think that would be my most toughest task is that overcoming that because you know that mentality of like, man, he don't get to see me play no more. I can't call him at 2:00 in the morning. Hey, come on, what's the deal? Like, hey, you see this on ESPN? Like,
That's how you do that. That's how you start the phone.
what's the deal?
What's the deal? Grandpa, he talks to me all the time. Like, so like, you know, that was my toughest experience, but you know, I was able to really just bite the bullet, you know, walk by, you know, ask God to help me get through that and continue to pray and you know, hope for the best. And then next thing you know, got that call from the Chiefs and you know, started the rocking and rolling for a whole year. You know? So it was a great time in Collegiate Missouri. Can't complain at all. Thanks.
I say mine was just kind of feeling overlooked. Feeling like I'm not worth it. Like, you know, I'm not good enough to play for them. Things like that. Or good enough to play for this league. Things like that. So having that feeling, well, it was tough. It was tough, man. It, you know, really made me feel like, you know, I'm done with football. It had me feeling like that, man. But like I got over it by just working on my faith and understanding my reasons. You know, understanding, you know, I have reasons for being here. I have reasons for doing certain things. So, you know, that really helped me overcome everything. And I feel like, you know, God gave me this time for a reason. You know? I don't want to go to waste. I'm not going to go to waste.
Everybody has a different story, you know what I mean? That's the stuff that like I always sit back and think to myself, like, damn, like my story is this, but his story is just like another whole side. You go, man, I didn't think your story was that hard. Vice versa, I didn't know your story was that serious, you know what I mean? But we all have different paths that we go through, but we all trying to go to the end goal, which is the NFL or whatever career goal, or being a doctor, or, you know what I mean? Just the 1%.
Because there's always a 1% of something there, no matter what. No matter what your career is, you know, take Jeff Bezos for example. He's going to be the first trillionaire in place in my lifetime.
Crazy.
The opportunity he's done with Twitter, and you know, these guys,
Crazy.
big time CEOs and stuff like that. The
Can't even imagine
opportunities
a
that
trillion.
they've done, and they
Woo! Can't even imagine that. Pass me an M. I'm chilling. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, man, man.
You just think
You
about the
think about that,
opportunities,
it's like easy.
but you think about how many guys that also had the opportunity, the same opportunity as we did. They just something didn't click in every time. They didn't capitalize. They took it for granted. They didn't want to take everything so serious, you know. So we stuck to the plan. We stuck to our opportunities, you know, and you know it paid off. And it paid off. So you know, and there's still more opportunities to come with more blessings. So with that, we're coming into the saying and bringing it to a whole. We're gonna go to break right quick.
Take a quick break, man. I'm coming right back. Don't go nowhere. Stay right
Don't
there.
go nowhere. Stay right there.
That's what we got to do all in life. Me being a barber, I got to stick. I have to believe in the faith. I got to believe in the process. I got to keep working. I got to keep moving. I can't just get comfortable in a certain position that I am as being a barber. And I've been doing this for 22 something years. You know, so I can never get comfortable because I got.
And we're back.
Boom,
Shout
boom,
out
boom,
to
boom.
shout out to our David, barber David, right there, man.
Shout
He
out
was
to
talking
David,
about faith, and that's one of the things that included in the opportunity, man. But shout out to Big David Red from Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? He took care of his got me.
Man,
You see it.
crispy. Look.
Holla at you.
You see the way?
Boy,
Sick.
chill out.
All right, sick.
But back to we're gonna go ahead and bust it back to Chris. Chris had gonna ask the question a while ago, that he got asked. So
Yeah,
what was that question, Chris?
My question was, how has the transition for you getting back into football? And that's a real interesting question, man. This transition has been one of a kind, man. It's a crazy journey. It's tough. I can honestly say it's tough, but it's worth it. The journey that I've took to even meet you guys is just a blessing. Like, I can just give it all to God. I gotta give it all to God, man. He brought me this far. I'm like up here training, having this opportunity to do the show with y'all guys, and to continue to work at things that I love. And it's amazing, man. This transition, I wouldn't change it no matter what.
I think I remember when we first met Chris, like when we came in and we came to Dallas, we picked him up from the airport.
Yeah.
And we looking at him and we're like, this tall, skinny dude, like, who is this dude, right? But like, as we got to know this man and we got to see him training, man, he has nothing but heart at all. He's gained muscle, he's gained mass, he's ready to work, he's ready to play, man. And we train every day, constantly. From the time we got him, the next very day, we're like, all right, let's get it, let's go work. So we done that, man. And I feel like his transition to going to the NFL and everything, or the XFL, which way we gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. He's gonna have the opportunity. When the opportunity comes, he's gonna take it 100%, man. So I definitely want to say, man, we are proud of you, regardless no matter what people say. We proud of you. We are brothers. We proud of you, man. So the next question.
What was what's your transition been like since we came?
Oh, to me,
Because and I asked that because we got cut off mid-season.
okay.
And I say that because I remember to this day it was cut off on my birthday, March 13th.
I said, happy birthday. We're done. We're not done.
We're done. Yeah. I walk in and
I
they're
remember.
taking my pads and helmets and putting them in briefcases like this
Happy
ship on
birthday.
back or something. Like
I said-
everybody was walking in and was sad.
I thought I was like, did I get cut? I'm gonna top this.
I
We
see
got a problem.
I see 30 other lockers. I'm like, everybody's stuff. We've been wrong.
I'm telling you.
wrong.
I think, man. I think
transition. What was that
my
like?
transition for me was kind of like, all right, what's next? I was like, I ain't never been in a situation where it's like, all right, man, the season over. You hear about the AAF. The AAF did something like that, similar, right? When they
just cut ties.
was just cut ties. But like when the XFL, and they're like, all right, after week 5, we just playing, about to practice, we're about to go to Seattle. They're like, all right, we're done. That's it. Y'all going back home. I'm like, what? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna tell my people? How am I gonna tell my fans? My friends gonna be like, no, did you get cut? I said, no. You know what happened? But I think everybody understands, man. Like, it's COVID, man. This is a dangerous thing going on.
It's a very serious
And
situation.
people's lives are ending.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Please.
Please. Wear
So
your
we
mask.
can get back to work.
So I want to back on the field. But yeah, I think that transition was more like, all right, I know that I didn't get cut, so I know it's not because of my talents or skills. It's more like this is a health situation. And now I got to change my mindset of like, all right, don't get down there. So now it's just like, okay, go back home. We heal up, whatever is banged up, whatever, heal up. We gain strength, time to get ready. You know what I mean? Ready for the next opportunity. So that was my transition. What about you?
My position, though, a lot of mental work. A lot of mental work. Because, you go through some stuff, the love, that's football's the love of my life. It's how, you take care of yourself. We take care of ourselves. It's how we help our families, do things that we, enjoy doing, and provide other opportunities to other people. So when it gets just taken away from you, you try not to take, you learn that you don't take anything for granted. You learn that, you learn of who you are. You have to sit back, really look in the mirror and realize who you are as a person and what you're going to do, what's your next step forward, because, once you get cut, once football will stop.
Man.
What people don't understand behind the scenes is once season is done, there's no money still coming. Like things stop. So you have to learn. You have to budget your money. You have to learn how to survive, live life. And people, you still got those people. Yeah. Some people had to get jobs. Transition. Lucky. Lucky I was able to budget myself
Yeah.
the right way and take care of myself and do the things that, so I'm not having to get a second job or work here and there, but, still training, staying in shape, staying to the task at hand, staying to the goal at hand, and being focused. So I can't, imagine what it would be like, having to figure out if I didn't have my family and support system that helped me budget right to be on task because
That was everything. So,
man, their family is everything. So, with that, it was just been a great transition. It's been odd, because usually you got a call by now. Rookie mini camps happen, OTAs have happened, things have happened. You get ready for preseason.
Yeah.
It's August. We're August 5th. Usually, what preseason? We're kicking off a preseason game on August 22nd or something like that.
and now it's just kind of like when
And now,
it might not be no preseason. So now how are we going to transition? That kind of goes into your next question, man. Like, what do you see yourself moving forward, in the next, couple months or the next few weeks? It's kind of what's that next goal? You see it right there. Like,
yeah, what I see myself, doing moving forward is, I pray to the guys that are opting out, but I also pray to the guys that get opportunity as well. Right? I want the best for nothing but anybody in this industry and in this field and in this career that loves the game for a passion. Right? But I understand that, you got guys that have had 2-week-old babies, still got babies, getting ready to be born and stuff like that. So, the safety of the family and concerns, you take that really important. It's important. You take that serious because it's a life, So my next step, just keep training. I know that call is going to come. I have faith in God. I pray about it every day. I know that call is going to come. Even with, whether it be the NFL or the XFL, I know I have faith. Something's going to happen. Something's going to give.
That's the same mindset I have.
I just have to I have to go in with the right mindset and capitalize on the opportunity and make sure I can handle my business so I can be there for the long term. Because, being somewhere short term is not what you want to do. Everybody says the NFL stands for not for long, but I want to try to do that and make it as long as I can. You see guys playing for a long time. So that's the goal, is to play for a long time and keep pushing forward. Yeah. And then also
In your own terms.
Yeah, on my own terms and open up other opportunities for other people. So, what about you guys? What about you, Chris?
Man, I will honestly say,
The transition is
it's tough, man. The transition is tough, man. It's hard.
But I feel like for you though, moving forward, I know the goal, especially with us talking, all three of us talking together, the times we were talking, kind of having serious conversations that you always tell us, man, look, I see myself playing in Sunday nights, I see myself playing on Monday nights, and it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I see the mindset, I see the way you think, I see the way you study the film, I see the way you interact with people, kids, and kind of look. I'm telling you guys can do anything that you put your mindset to, because I'm already doing the same thing. So I'm always looking at you like this, man. He see it. He see himself playing. When I see you, when I'm going against you, we're doing one-on-one drills. I see you focused. I see you locked in. I'm like, all right, I'm pushing myself. This is gonna push him, and vice versa. When you working with him, y'all pushing each other. So I'm like, all right, man. I really do see that.
I definitely see myself playing football. So I definitely see myself in the NFL, the XFL, the CFL. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. So that's what.
Whoever gives you that first opportunity.
I see it.
And that's what people, fail to realize is that sometimes it's just an opportunity that's needed. Doesn't matter what level of play. Us athletes, not even start somewhere. It's the love of the game. Just the whole. For example, with XFL, their whole motto was for the love of football.
That's what we forgot. I think
That's
what
what you forget. Is what made you fall in love with the game. Playing in little league, and rec ball and stuff like that. Having fun, really enjoying the game, really competing. Because at the end of the day, no credit taken from anybody in the NFL or XFL, but some take things for granted. You let things take over your mentality, whether it be money, fame, whatever it is. But if you go back and search in your heart true enough and realize that you really love the game of football, none of that really matters. You just enjoy playing, you know, the game, being part of the brotherhood, really interacting with guys that understand, like, hey, we've all did something. Your story is different, but you all put in work.
Understand everybody's story.
Yeah,
Everybody has a
everybody's
story.
story is different, but everybody also put in that work, that time, blood, sweat, and tears, the effort. You know, the late nights, especially when you're in college, you got to study. You got to wake up at 6 a.m. and then go to 10. Well, that don't stop when you get to the NFL.
That does not
You got to
stop.
still study that film. You got to study
Actually,
that
it's harder.
playbook,
Harder.
and then you got to go perform it. But you got to know your materials and the right things and stuff like that.
Can I-
to be successful.
Can I say something there?
What's up, man?
Because this will be between you and me on this question right here. How was it, going from the NFL to the XFL? I'll start this question off. Mentally, I had to keep that same mindset from the NFL to the XFL. So my last team was with the Chargers, of course, right? So I played with the Chargers. I was around Keenan Allen. I was with Mike. I was with all those great guys that you see, Phillip Rivers, and you just see the mindset of how they perform every day in practice. They took it so serious. And so when I went to practice to the XFL, I was like, you know what? I had that same mindset. Like if I was a Keenan Allen, if I was, a Mike. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that same mindset. And I took it and I made myself from kind of like a nobody going into the XFL because I didn't get drafted into the XFL. I got picked up from Instagram. I swear to you, it was Instagram. I looked on my little DM things and it said, you've been signed to the LA Wildcats and the XFL. And I'm like, this must be a joke. Like, I ain't talked to them, heard about them, ain't discussed nothing. But I had like a little chip on my shoulder, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna show them how we do it in the NFL. You know what I mean? Because everybody's there, and they like, all right, I want to go to the NFL. But I'm like, look, let me show you how we really practice.
But keep in mind now, you also got some guys that were already that had already
Right.
played in the NFL.
Right.
I had,
And there was only a few on my team that had that same mindset. But I think a lot of the younger guys didn't know what to expect. I had guys asking me, how does the NFL practice work? How do you do this in practice? And I'm like, all right, so I got to show them. I don't know. I'm not 100% like capable of knowing, like, okay, I can tell you everything. But I know the time I did from the Chargers, the time I did from the Chiefs, the time I did from San Fran. I'm like, all right, I'm going to show you. So every time I went on the field, I'm like, hard, no matter what. After every play, route, drill, hustle to the sideline, hustle to the thing. And I just kept that same mentality. And the coaches paid attention to it. The coaches kept saying, look, man, we don't need you to start. We don't need you to be the dude because you got that mindset. And I'm like, okay. So my transitioning from the NFL to XFL was no different. It was still go there and eat because I know the next goal is back to the NFL. It wasn't subtle, stay here and, just live out my rest of my career. I think the XFL was trying to tell us, look, we want to get you back to the NFL, but can you ball out here? I'm like, all right. So that's what I
And
did.
it showed from a few other players that did get that NFL opportunity, from the XFL.
Yeah. Because they were hungry. They were going
hungry.
forward.
They all had the same mentality. They wanted the ball, and they had the focus,
Yeah.
the drive, and the passion. That's one thing that you got to take into these football opportunities. You got to put all of that into one thing because sometimes you only get one shot. And we also, we're gonna go to a question from one of our fans that's tuning in live. Can we talk sports?
What's
Now,
up? Can we talk sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me fill you in on something. Can we talk sports? Is a big sports show.
It is. It is.
Don't get it wrong.
Hey, you tune
Them
in
ladies-
there.
Tune in, ladies,
Shout
right
out
there.
to Talk.
Hey, them some fine mothers that they take care of.
I see y'all.
They take care of my stomach, so you
We
gotta give a
see
shout
y'all.
out. We gotta give
Shout
y'all.
out.
We see
Shout out.
y'all. But
ladies.
do we have their question is, do we have a plan B? Yeah.
I think everybody does.
I think we all got a plan B right now. We've also, started working with Jordan on his fit, the fit company that he started Fit 360, training kids, and what we're doing is that's just giving back, and it's that simple. You can't ask for nothing better to give back because those kids, we can all tell stories from where we're from, our hometowns, that is these kids have came and asked us or said, "Hey man, I look up to you. You done great. I can't say, you're my role model. I can't wait to be like you, or you set the standard for me. You make me work harder. I look up to you. Whatever the case may be or whatever was said is, that drive me. You know, I love kids.
Yeah.
So when the kids like, man, you're my favorite player at the Renegades, or you know this, that, and the other. Like, you know, I changed somebody's life. You know, I've got a DM from one just being recently a Renegade and having to sign autograph day.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
sign for a 2-year-old, and the kid just wouldn't quit talking about me after that.
Wow.
You know, his dad messaged me on Instagram and said, "Hey, you changed my son's life. He just wants to play football. He loves watching it now, and you know." I only took him just to have fun and have a J, but now he wants to play football, go to football more. So just having that influence and being told by someone else, you know, that I was able to make an impact on somebody's life in a positive way. That's the only thing that, you know, that matters, is being very, very positive, doing everything the right way. You know,
I like that mindset, man. That's what we've been doing, you know, with all sports. Man. We've been trying to get everybody together, and it's not just with sports alone; it's with the character, you know, side of character that, you know, our manager talks to us about. Shout out to our manager; she is phenomenal.
Amazing.
She's the best. She's been holding it down for us, man. We're super proud of her, no matter what it is.
Shout out.
Thank you. She kept the structure mentally and everything, but the character side, man, we wanted to show character because character is everything, man. For me, winning 2 awards, you know, the Don Key Award and the Prentice Gow Award at the University of Oklahoma, it was a blessing because it was 2 awards that I didn't expect I was going to get. It was awards that kind of like showed character, the highest character an OU football player and athlete can win on and off the field for the Don Key. And the Prentice Gow Award was one of the awards that was showing character just in the schoolwork, in the classrooms. And it was kind of like, wow, like I didn't understand that, you know. And so it was a blessing because I was showing character the best way I could because of my family, and they were telling me things, and to keep a positive mindset. The first impression is everything. And so I always wanted to remind people that I am going to leave a great impression no matter what it is, whoever it is, a kid, adult, coach, peer, somebody. And that's what I did. And now Evolve Sports is teaching that. 50-60 is teaching that. We all are teaching that. Chris is teaching that. Josh is teaching that. We're doing it together because we never know what can happen when football is over with, but we know this step that we're doing now is going to make a difference for somebody. You know what I mean?
Let's tune into our fans. You know, we got two questions about Manny. He had asked, he's tuned in, you know, watching. His first question was to me, how did I like playing for the Dallas Renegades? First off, I love Texas. I'm a Hokie boy, but I love Texas down here, you know, because the opportunity that you have is nothing but growth. You know, the same thing with Oklahoma. You know, they're missing big pieces, but Texas has got it pretty much all together. You know, they're growing every day. You know, and Dallas is a selfless city. It shows up. You know, whether this football season going good or bad. You know, they got the Cowboys and the Renegades now, so it was one of the things that it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, and then just enjoying the people that I got, the guys that I met on that team. I got some characters, man. I'm telling you that we're gonna have on the show. I'm gonna get some of you guys to come on the show. Some big name guys that actually did something. Hopefully, maybe Cam Martin Payne, Cam come talk to us.
We'll have him talk to us.
A few other names that pop up. This other question was to you, Jordan, and it was a lot of guys are opting out in the NFL.
Yeah.
What's your mindset? Are you ready right now? If you got that call right now, are you ready to do it?
I think my mindset is I'm sitting here ready to play regardless. You know what I mean? And I don't care, what the situation is, what team I'm going to. I want to give everything I got, everything I got. And I, pray for the people that do opt out because, at the end of the day, like you said, family's first. Family's everything. But the mindset of how I'm looking at it is, all right, God, you want to keep me covered. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to perform the best way you want me to perform. And I know you got me covered. Watch over me. And this is how I'm going to approach it. I'm not going to, I'm not saying I'm not afraid of COVID. Everybody has to be safe family-wise. I'm going to walk in faith and not fear. So that's something that I've tried to tell myself mentally. Okay, let's just take it step by step. Excuse me. And get my thing and get ready for it, man. Okay, so Chris, your next question. What do you got on that?
My next question was basically, asking, about my opportunity for the Redskins, I can take it back.
How did that come up?
Yeah.
How did that occur for you? Because I know when you were in college, you didn't have a pro day.
No, I didn't have to.
Where me and Jordan Jordan and ours was on the same day. You know, the scouts left OU, came straight to UCO, and went to OSU.
Right early morning,
So-
he was right afternoon. We
Yeah,
talked about
right
like, all right,
afternoon.
Yeah.
You didn't have one. You didn't have that opportunity to run a 40, jump a vertical, bench press, take the one to leg.
mhm.
You know, 3-cone drill. Show your back pedal and your open field ability at the end of the pro day.
Yeah.
What was that mentality when you found out you didn't have a pro day? Your school wasn't having a pro day. You don't really get that opportunity to showcase what you've done all season, but you still got the opportunity from
The rest-
Washington.
Oh, man, it was cool. It was hard when I found out that I wasn't going to be able to get in front of him.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the hardest days of my life, man. Because I was training for it. I trained for it for like 2 months, 2.5 months maybe. I was training hard, working hard for it, and you know, that day came. They told me that I wasn't going to be able to, you know, get in front of them. It hurt, but when that day came, that the Redskins called me, man, I felt like they drafted me. I felt, man, I
I
felt.
feel you.
Everybody loved that call.
Yeah, be like, "Ooh, you got the call? Yeah, I got the call."
I feel like I got drafted, man. It just, you know, it made me believe that no matter what, I can make that. I can make it while I needed the opportunity. And, you know, and they gave it to me, man. I'm thankful for it. You know, now I'm just waiting on the next one.
So we got Manny. He want to ask another question for you. This time for you, Chris. If you get that call, you
I
are
get that.
Ooh,
that call.
the
Like
mindset
the
changed. See what I'm talking about?
Talk your
I love
talk.
it, guys. I love
Speak it into existence,
it.
my brother.
I love it.
Speak it into existence. When you
My
get
man.
when you get that call, will you be a more of an aggressive defensive player because you got a heavy chip on your shoulder, a heavy chip? You know, what's that mindset? Are you gonna be like, hey, are you coming in? I know you're coming in to learn, but are you coming in to take somebody's job?
If you know me, man, you know I'm going full speed. I'm coming for your job. Like, I'm not about to just sit here and settle.
Yeah.
I'm not a settler, man. I'm coming for everything. Man. I'm coming for whoever's in front of me. Just watch out. When I get that call, man, that's my mindset. I'm coming for it all, man. I want to show them that I can play on the highest level with the highest level. Absolutely, man. That's my mindset.
Absolutely, and that opportunity, man, it's gonna come. You know, and when you capitalize on that, you know, really, you got to really focus on everything.
Definitely.
And you really focus on just that task at hand. I know when I got that call from KC, it was nothing but, hey, I got to stay on the field every day in, day out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I love how it's going. You know, what's got me there. I got to toughen it up 10 times more, and you know, be finer with the details. Yeah. You know, now I got to really hone in and know that, hey, I got to learn how to read a defense. You
It's
know,
never easy.
it's
You
not.
always
You
evolving.
know, it's
trying to
always something to learn in this game.
learn faster,
And-
stronger, better.
Man, faster, stronger, better every year. So when you get that call, man, I just want you to be ready. You know, just know that there's gonna be some long nights when you're looking at the iPad, you going through that playbook, like, man, it's worth it. But when you get that opportunity to showcase it, it's gonna pay off.
We got one more question. One more question.
Okay, one more question from Manny. This one he asks, how's our relationship with God, and how is it important for everyone or others?
I can start down. My relationship with God is one of a kind. And it's becoming like I'm working on it every day, every single day. And what he's showing me, what he's aligning for me, is amazing. Man. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. So I can say that God has opened so many doors for me that I wouldn't have ever thought that would open. Like I would never think I would be here in Texas with you guys.
It's hot up here.
It's
You're here. It's hot, but you
But I just
You
never
here,
thought
dog.
I'd be here, man.
Yeah.
So like, I can say like right now, man, my relationship with God is trending up. It's trending up. So like I'm working with Him every day to make sure that I'm living the path that He wants me to live. I'm living the way that He wants me to live. So that's an everyday God. It's an everyday thing.
think for me, man, is the whole trusting thing. I've learned truly, man, my relationship with God is just like trust and believe and know that like it's gonna happen. And every day, like I'm always learning something new about it. But like every time I get an opportunity on the field, if I do something, I always just tell myself, all right, like I trust you. Like you got me here, you keep me here. I said it all the time, man. I get there, it's for a reason. I get there and I make a play, I make one thing that a coach likes, and it's like, all right, we're gonna give you this, we're gonna give you that. I'm like, man, like you can give a kid an opportunity. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, I'm not gonna stop from there. Like, what's other opportunities you'll give me, guys? So is it from on the field, is it off the field, or is it touching somebody's life, or whatever it is? But it's just trusting. You know what I mean? Trusting in the little things in life and living day by day with a smile on your face, keeping a positive attitude, mindset, because I'm not trying to worry about tomorrow or the day after that. I'm trying to worry about now, in the moment. You know what I mean? And that's something that we've all been talking about together, is living in the moment now. You know what I mean?
I would have to say trust as well.
Yeah.
You know, having trust in the process, like you said, having trust in myself.
Yeah.
Trying to be more confident in myself. You know, I'm confident in what I can do on the field, but it's off the field. You know, sometimes you lack confidence in certain things, certain areas. You don't think you're confident to do one thing. You don't think you're confident to do that. So for that fellowship with God and reading certain scriptures, you know, every verse of the day, you know, I'm changing verses every day. You know, different parts of the Bible. So it's different. You know, different things will stand out to me, and I'll ask myself, you know, what it really means. You know, or I'll reread it 3 or 4 times to understand. You know? But I also have, you know, researched some more things. You know, I've started watching Steve Harvey. His fellowship, man. Let me tell you, if you haven't tuned in, his morning motivations or something else. You know, and they, you know, he talks different stories, different opportunities that he had. You know, the man didn't get rich till he's 40 years old. So, and we're 25 and have opportunities now to do great things, you know, with the stature of the NFL and XFL. But the faith with God is only going to get you there. That's the only thing that if you don't have your heart and your mind with Him right, then it's not. What does it mean? What is it worth?
And that's what the 1% is. I
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
truly it's just having that mindset, like if I don't make it, what's my next goal? Like, you know, everybody's not gonna make it. Let's just be real. No, everybody's not gonna
That's
make
why
it.
it's the 1%.
It's the 1%.
It's really less than that. We got one question from the barber, Mr. Chicago Red himself, that got us lined up freshly faded. This question
Oh
was,
man, I'm no shock. I'm
now
feeling
this
myself.
now listen. Now this question I like this question that he asked because I don't think I've been asked this question in a while. What goes through your mind?
Man, you want this one? You want me to do it?
Huh?
You want this one? You want me to do this one first?
Okay, that's
That's you.
kind of hard to put it in a good way. So I'm gonna try my best. So he's done.
About that
He's done. That's it.
He's done.
Man,
Yeah.
man.
And that's from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah, like he's done.
That's so crazy because like how I think, I'm like, he about to feel me. Like he about to see, he about to see everything I'm about to show him. I'm about to show him. He got 4 quarters. He about to see all 4 quarters of me. And like that's how I look at it when I'm in my mindset. I'm like, all right, I'm lined up. He got skills. I trust him. I know he got skills. He wouldn't be here across lined up with me, but I'm like, I know I'm about to do. I did harder work than him. Worked harder than him. I'm outworking. And that's how I look at it. Oh God, I should never ask this. Should never ask this.
I don't watch.
Strike up the band. Wait, ain't no band in the league, huh?
Hey,
It's
ain't no
still
band in
so strike
the
up the
league.
music though.
Listen, I don't watch Calvin Johnson, Julio,
Yeah,
big time receivers gonna make big time plays for no reason.
it's true.
It's so true.
We get it
When
then.
it's me and one on one, I love one on one.
Oh, you nasty with it. I've seen it. I've seen it live.
It's a track meet if you want to go deep. I'm telling you now.
No,
But
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Hey,
Trust me, I know.
listen, I love it, that mentality. But hey, real talk, I really want the best competition.
Yeah.
You know, like I've always said, I don't care who it is, they're corny though. I'm always going against dogs that's always been top dog. People that's been that guy.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you come in as a rookie, you scared to get your feathers ruffled a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You don't know, you don't want to do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to say the wrong thing, but you want to definitely go compete.
Yeah.
You definitely want to do that. So then once you get that first little shaking out, they give you like, hey, it's okay to play football.
Let's go play.
Show me what you can do.
Ready now.
Then okay, now it's time to talk that talk and walk that walk. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
So-
get me over here.
Shit, I thought I was gonna help you. Step up, man. Hey, man, why you getting all ice like that?
I'm telling you.
Blood boiling.
It's adios, man. It's adios. But my mindset really is that, what's best for the team, whether the ball coming in or not.
Still gonna make plays.
I'm still making a play regardless because blocking downfield
Still
can spring a running back for 70, 80 yards.
They still showing love.
They still
I
show
know
love.
that.
You
I
know,
know that.
it's gonna get highlighted. But shout out to the big guys that's down in the trenches. That
Man,
don't get
shout out
no
to
love.
y'all, man.
Shout out to y'all boys. It's
Big old boys be
it's
knocking
nasty
people
down
out.
there. Shout out to my boy Coach Jarrell Jackson. He always tell me it's a lot of outs in there.
Option.
A lot of outs in there.
Hey, so y'all want to give a few words of encouragement for that?
Man, I would say, man, a few words of encouragement is don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do, right? And don't have a plan B when you're growing up and somebody saying, oh, why is NFL like that? Number one goal for you. You might want to pick another career. I've heard that plenty of times. I'm like, I want to play in the NFL, and everybody's like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be this. And they're like, oh, man, NFL, you might want to pick something else realistic. Don't have that second mindset of saying, oh, my teacher did say that to me. Have that mindset of saying, all right, I'm going to give it everything I got, and I'm going to show that person wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to prove it wrong. And yeah, if you give it everything you got, you still fall short, you did stuff that he or she hasn't even done. So always remember that, man, and stay faithful and keep your mindset strong, man. Keep God first at all times, man. Keep close people that's going to motivate you, push you to be where you want to be. I got these two guys on here, they push me every day. They got stuff that they're better than me at, and I'm better than them at certain things. But like,
You see this?
we balance.
Look at
That boy bigger than me, right?
trying to get
But we balance each other, man. We're balanced, so we all balancing everything, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Man.
thank
To the young people, you can be anything that you want to be. You can do anything that you want to do. Put your mind to it. If you have friends or family that's got doubts and saying, telling you don't need to be really associated with them. They're not really your friends. They're associates by association. They doing what's good for you. So you got to do what's good for yourself sometimes. Take your parents' advice, because at the end of the day, your parents are life coaches as well. They coaching you through life. Your coach is gonna coach you through a sport, but your parents and your family can coach you through life if you listen to the right one and follow the right one and do what they tell you to do. Yeah, puffy parents, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely help with my parents.
Man, I'm just
I'd be like,
my
whoa,
mama
what?
call me,
No,
Joshua, will you do this?
Yeah.
Mama.
I'm not doing this. But
You only get
They
one in
teach
a
you.
lifetime.
You only
They
get one.
teach you a lesson in your life to help you be successful. They don't know nothing but the best for you. But with that being said, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Crux Media Group,
Shout out, y'all.
Thank you.
thank you guys so
our
much.
barbershop, Cutting Edge.
Cutting edge, thank you for that shirt, man. I swear I'm breathing in my hand.
Make sure y'all go follow everybody that we're announcing now.
Yeah.
Make sure you go follow our sports page, Evolve Sports 365.
Yep. Supporting
and then-
us, man. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man. We still gonna keep this show rolling. We still gonna keep things going. This is the 1% show.
Tune
We
in
Don't get
next
ready.
Wednesday at
Get ready.
7.
I think we're gonna follow here. Is there a follow button? I don't know. It's gonna be
Follow.
somewhere, man.
Which one follow?
Just stay
Follow.
tuned. Stay tuned, right?
Stay tuned.
But we're still gonna be fresh though, right?
Every
Next appointment's on you, Dave. We're gonna let you know that.
Big Chicago, we're coming to see you again. Big
Yeah,
Chicago.
thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you all for joining.
Can we talk sports? Thank y'all too. Puma, thank you. All right, see you guys.